Okay, good morning, guys. Today is actually a very wonderful day, and welcome to another episode or another session of 1 Technicals. As we all know, this is basically a market outlook session. I'm just looking for opportunities in the market here, and you guys get to see how I get my entries and exits, basically my trading strategy. You guys get to see it. Yeah, and then before we start proper, for those that are watching this video, please like and subscribe to the page. As usual, and you can always share, and then you can always comment on what you want to be seeing more. Yeah, so let's get to it. Fundamental wise, today is actually going to be a very rainy day. By 1:30, we have news not just on the USD, we have on GBP also, and then all high impact news. GBP zone is even budget release. USD is PPI. Man, it's going to be crazy. I feel like I should even sit out. But anyhow, let's jump on the market and then let's see if there's anything we can get before that, then we'll capitalize on it. But if there's nothing, let's just focus on it. Anyways, guys, yesterday was quite wild. Market did me dirty yesterday, strongly dirty. Yesterday, normals, I was holding the buy. Let me show you guys what happened yesterday. I was holding the buy. The buy I took in the morning on NZD something like that.
NZD.
Yes. I was holding the buys. My TP was actually around
I
here.
didn't get to that point.
Yeah. The thing is, price actually came back. Once price reached this level here and then it started rejecting, I actually moved my stop loss to break even. Yeah. And then price actually got back pretty well. Like we pushed up pretty well. I was running still like $400. I did not close it. I left it because I was looking at 600. I wanted a 2 hour on the trade because I was risking $300. So price actually came back. Like when the news happened, just watch what happened. Price actually came back, took me out at break even, and then went back to hit TP like immediately. Like I would.
That's one thing I hate about CPI. As in CPI, no.
Stuff was crazy. Like stuff was crazy. I was almost regretting why.
NFP does not behave like CPI. CPI will always want to take out the below and upward before going to direction.
This stuff was.
I've encountered something like this before.
This stuff was honestly, it was seriously. I don't know. I was not actually pissed. I was not mad. I think the only thing I was more or less I cannot say I was disappointed also, but then I was just, it was the time that I put inside the setup because I waited how many hours? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Overnight,
8,
yes.
9. Yeah. And then the 10th hour price actually hit the TP, but then it took me out at break even first. So the whole stuff was, man, it was crazy, but it's what it is. It's what it is. I think I was telling the guys at the trading floor, the guys that were there with me, that at every point in the market, I think that's one thing with the market. You have to make decisions that will either leave money on the table, decisions that will make you not to have on the potential, the potential money that you're supposed to have, other sort of stuff. So at every point, it's just like you have to make critical decisions. Do you understand? And then yesterday was just one of those days where you make a decision and then it comes to bite you. But it doesn't mean it was the wrong decision. On another day, that stuff would have actually been like a very great decision. So anyhow, just normals before you make any critical decision, just accept the outcome, accept whatever will happen. You're going to be fine. So anyhow, let's just look at what price has done and then what we can actually grab today. So price actually, the funny thing is, I woke up this morning and then I saw that price actually came and then tapped this my potential TP, like the whole full TP. It actually tapped it before it started rejecting. Anyways, let's look at it. So now, price on this 1 hour time frame has started shifting, which is making me curious. Let me go to the 4H and look at how it's behaving. Okay, on the 4H right now, we have not actually shifted yet. We have a high, a higher low, and then price has created an equal high, which is actually our indication that we might actually start shifting anytime soon. Hope you guys are following me. So we're creating that double, that potential double top, but then we have not broken the higher low to the downside. For me, my confirmations of double top is actually the break of the higher low to the downside. And I've not seen any of that. So I would like to, anyhow, let's jump on our chart and then see if there's anything. I mean, let's go to the lower time and see if there's anything we can capitalize. So far, so good. This is what price has done. Price has basically rejected from the top and then broken this low here. This one here to the downside. This one here to the downside. That's broken it to the downside. And then it's actually coming back to sort of retest it. But honestly, I'm not even jumping on this thing right now because the higher time frame is showing me bullish and then this time frame is showing me bearish. So it's not high probability for me because right now, what I just do right now is just sit back, wait for high probability opportunities, and then just go all in. Like yesterday, man, the risk I took was actually crazy, but that's what I'm doing currently. I'm just waiting for those high probability setups. So I'm not actually taking anything right now. But if you guys ask me my opinion, what can we watch out for? Then I'll say we can actually drop our fee from the top here because price has broken to the downside. So we can actually drop our fee from the top to the down. US our 0.618 area. Look at it, it's around here. And then stop loss just above that. And then we'll be targeting the 0. But then at the same time, we still have this zone here, this zone below here, that price is actually rejecting from. So we might just reject from that zone and then just continue pushing to the downside. So if that happens, then fine, we'll plot our Fibonacci again and look for another place to enter. But then currently, let's just wait for price. If price can get back to those few areas, then it will be a wonderful opportunity to look for sales from there. Yeah? Hope you guys understand. Do you guys understand this analysis?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, cool. So now AUD USD is almost the same thing, but then AUD USD too. Yesterday took me out, but anyhow.
And it projected very well to the
Yeah, it's
upside.
actually
But
good.
something last thing happened again, though. Like
What?
the last switch to the downside again.
What?
I'm talking about, you were kicked out of the trade.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the news. I think similar thing occurred again. Like there was that sweep to the downside before that upward movement. Although
Yes.
it should have gotten to the PP though.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just honestly, I was not expecting CPISD to behave like that, but yeah. Anyhow, so let's continue. Let's continue. Now, NZUSD has actually shifted structure, but AUDUSD has not shifted. If we look at AUDUSD, we're still creating series of higher highs, higher lows, higher low, higher high, higher low, equal high, sort of higher low, equal high, higher low, higher high, and then price is coming back to create another higher low. Yeah, but then we can see that price actually retraced very, very deep right now. Do you understand? It actually retraced very, very deep. So, and then it's actually reacting from this main support level here. So what can we watch out for? First of all, we have that support level there to watch out for. Then at the same time, we have this high here. Now, what are we watching out for at this high? If at any point price comes to break that high, then we're basically continuing the uptrend. So we can look out for a retest, a continuation, basically. But then the second way is we have this low here. If at any time price comes to break it, then we're actually shifting structure. Then we can start looking for sales. So that's what I'll be looking out for on AUD. Right now, it's in between. So there's nothing really to say about it. It's just wait and then see how it behaves. So,
Boss Danny, good morning. Please, can you go to the 4 hours time frame?
okay, cool. I don't actually go because the 1 hour is bullish, so the 4 hour is going to actually be bullish also. If you look at it, the 4 hours is bullish. We're having just those highs, low, another high, low, and then price is just created another high. I mean that's not created, but it's in that move to create another high. Right? There's no shift on the 4 hour time frame. It's still looking bullish. Do you understand?
All right, thanks. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So is there another pair you guys want us to take a look at? On my pairs right now, it's more or less just sit back and watch how it behaves. Is there another pair you guys want us to take a look at?
Yeah, do you trade gold? Let's check gold now.
Okay.
Gold is my favorite pair.
Let's take a look at gold.
Let's see USD.
What is this? Is this thing ranging or what's it doing like this?
It has been ranging since yesterday. Since yesterday, it has been ranging.
We had this zone here. We actually highlighted this zone that we're looking to see if price can break, and then price has not properly breaking it yet. I've broken it yet, so I'm not going to say anything about it. We're still very much inside that range. I don't want us to be caught up inside some low probability stuff right now. So it's just to wait and see how it behaves, basically. Someone said USD card. USD card is supposed to be bearish, yes, because all these other pairs are actually bullish right now. USD card actually. USD card is always coming up with very beautiful setups. Like, see, if it was USD card, I actually took those sells yesterday from the 0.618. You'd see that, oh, USD card did not actually touch the 0.618. Not actually touch it. It missed it. But then currently, what USD card is doing is it's ranging. So we created the lower high, the lower high. Yeah, and then we created this lower low here. And then since then, price has just been doing high, low, that sort of stuff. Yeah. So price is still ranging on this one. Price is still ranging on this one. So someone said, oh, Bashir just came and then I'm saying something about NZD. So Bash, this is what we're looking at on NZD. Yeah. So NZD has shifted on the 1 hour time frame. It has broken a higher low to the downside on the 1 hour time frame, which means it has shifted. But then if you go to the 4H, it has not actually shifted. One sec. If you go to the 4H, it's still looking bullish. So for, like I told you guys, for me, I'm not going to trade it. I'm not going to say anything about it. I mean, I'm not going to do anything about it. But then if you actually want to trade it, then the first place you can do is just plot your fib top to bottom, 0.618 areas, 0.618 is around here. You can look to take a potential sell from there, and then you target these lows basically. That's the first way you can look at it. Then the second way is we actually have this zone here, this low here that price broke, that we might actually get that's we have actually pulled back to it, and then we might just react from there and then push to the downside. So if we get something like that, then I think by the time we create the other low, the 4 hours still might start shifting. But then let's just watch out and see how it behaves. For now, it's only the 0.618 that if please we can potentially take a sell from. Yeah, but if price doesn't get there and creates another low, then we're going to be looking for another opportunity, basically. So someone said EU and GU. Euro USD. This pair is almost looking like what this thing is doing. Let's take a look at the 4. The 4H should actually be bullish. So this one too is actually bullish. Yeah, the 4H is bullish. So let's go to the 1H. So now on this 1H, yeah, price actually created equal highs yesterday. We created that high low and then a higher high, and then price is retracing very, very much deep. So now what can we watch out for? We have this low here. Someone is saying he can't hear what I'm saying. Is it only him or is everybody? Can y'all hear what I'm saying?
I think it's from his own end.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So right now, yeah, price is pushing down and then it's pulling back extremely. What we can watch out for basically is if we can break this low to the downside, then we're having a shift on this time frame. Then we can look for a retest, a continuation. But right now, the way it's extreme, I cannot say we should take bias because it's way, way extreme. It's tapping the support levels right now. And then we have this high here. So if we actually tap into this support and buy, yeah, that high is actually the place to watch out for. So if we can break that high to the upside, then we're basically continuing the uptrend. We look out for a retest continuation. Simple as that. So that's what we can watch out for, because currently the 4H is actually bullish. So let's just sit back and see how it behaves. Then GU, UPUSD. And honestly, the news we have by 130, it choked. Please, guys, this one is still ranging. It's still very much ranging. It's still ranging. So as usual, we don't want to be caught up inside the range. What we can just wait is to see whether price can break it to the downside. So it's just to sit back and see how it plays out. Sit back and see how it pans out. Any other pair you guys want us to take a look at? Whew, man. All questions do you guys have? And then another thing, please, sending links to the group chat. If you want to send any link to the group chat, anything, please run it by me first.
What did you just say?
I said, if anyone wants to send a link, any link to the group chat, please run it by me.
Okay.
That's let me know before you post anything on it. So
okay, the person that posted something like profile when I was even asking.
yes. Now the thing is, I am actually promoting it, do you get? But then I was actually looking to, because already I started telling you guys about it since January. Yeah. But then I was looking to, the way I was looking to promote it was totally different. And then, first of all, I did not actually know if that was Harvey's link, because the only link I even allowed there without, in short, even with my permission, it has to be maybe Harvey's link. Do you get? Because it's someone I work with. Do you get? But then I was not even if it was his. So it was rough. You can't just walk up and then post links like that. It's not done anywhere. Even with the worst part was without my permission. Do you understand? So please, guys, let's just try to, how will I put it? I'm someone that hates conflict. Yeah. So let's just try to keep everything cool. Yeah. It's a place that we can all mingle and then just discuss and then know what to do. And please, let's uphold that whole rule of no setup, no profits. Don't send your profits if you did not tell us about the setup.
Sure.
Yeah. Because that stuff does a lot to guys, and then most people don't really know. I think it's only people that are experienced to a certain level that will see it and then it's not shake them. Like someone like me cannot shake me. Do you understand? But then people that are just coming in, remember when I started trading, like it got so bad I had to like leave most of my mentorship groups because the whole pressure was becoming bad. Do you understand? So it does a lot of stuff. It does a lot of stuff like negative wise, yes, psychologically to guys that are just starting out. Yeah, please. So I think it still helps with showing guys that okay, the profits they are saying is not just oh, I went to the market and then I just bought and then I got profits. They see the grind, they see the hustle, they see the reason why I actually got that distance. Do you get? So it's actually reflect. I think it's more or less transparent. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Imagine
let's check
what?
NZD card.
NZD card. You guys on cross pairs. Man, I really don't mess around with cross pairs because NZD card, NZD. Okay, these two are inversely correlated. They're inversely correlated. So let's see. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. It'll actually be ranging. Because as NZD USD is buying, USD card will be selling. So it's more or less that they'll be ranging. The price will actually be ranging. Anyways, is there any other pair or any? There's a trend line on EU. Someone said there's a trend line on EU. Let's see.
What time frame should have asked him?
What? Yeah, what time frame? Isaac, what time frame? I think you'll be looking at something like this. Should be something like this. Something like this. I think that's the trend line. Something like this. No, but honestly, the retracement is too deep. Honestly, the retracement is too deep. Let's just calm down and see how it plays out. A bullish line on the 1 hour. Yeah. Is it not something like this you're looking at? And price has actually broken it.
Even GU has actually broken the trend line.
GU is range low. How do you draw the trend line?
No, not actually on 1 hour. No, I actually analyzed that trade very early in the morning. So
G is actually selling sweetly. I feel it should actually break these lows right now.
That's what that was my this thing. I actually drew that trend line. You know, so I'm expecting that push to the downside and a retext. It's something like that, but there was no proper this thing. But let's see, sure.
Let's just watch out and say. I think with the news coming up today, the market is going to be crazy. Like,
I thought there should be a news around 8 a.m. this morning, or it's
nah,
not strong news.
no, it's not strong one. Look at the news we have. It's 1:30 that is the
Major news.
the real stuff. Yeah, 1:30 that is the real stuff. Anyhow, guys. So is there another question? Any pair you guys want us to take a look at? If there's none, then we just call it a session and then sit back and see how the market behaves. Honestly, I might just go back to sleep. Honestly. So, in the absence of anything, I really want to appreciate everyone that took our time to come to the session. It's always nice to have you guys and then share our insights. Yeah. So you guys should have a very
All right.
the market.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. So I'll catch you guys next tomorrow. Bye, guys.
So the most important news today is by around 1:30.
Yes, all the important news. I think apart from NZD,
Oh.
then we have annual budget on GBP USD too. That I'll be on GBP too by 1:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is it going to affect gold like GBP? Yeah, I think it should.
There's
Okay, thank you.
USD also.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.